It's me, Queen Plus Antifa, and it's a little late, but I said I just wanted to come on just to say something real quick, show my big face. uh, I'm a little tired, you can probably see that. But I just wanted to come on because what I wanted to say is how, you know, how you kind of set goals for yourself, and you can set up, have everything laid out and just preparing for that time when you have the unction to move. You know, when God says move, go ahead, go forth. Um, so basically, that's what I'm doing. I have so many things that's set up, but then I was sitting back and I said, you know, am I a person that's just too busy? I know back in the days, I used to say, back in the days, I used to say, you know, well, not used to say, but I used to be a person. I'll start a business and I'll move on. So I know that I'm a shaker. I can get a business started and I move on. Okay, so I was doing this for a lot of people, helping them out, giving them ideas and everything. And then when I turn to go and try to do the same for me, I'll be successful, but I just can't find good help. That is a problem. Okay, so now with all that said, which was not very much, but with all that said, I have a goal, and you know I'm 56 years old, but I have a goal, and is to make a drastic change in my life. I don't know why I use the word drastic, but a serious change in my life as far as my region, my living arrangements, and uh, just everything. I've been doing a lot of praying, a lot of studying biblically, and just trying to get solid, a solid decision in the choices that I want to make. You know, because when you get at this age, at this point in your life, the choices that you make are like choices. At least it should be choices. Um, choices, you know, that once you make that choice, that's it. That means it's finalized. I don't have time to be bouncing around anymore, you know. So then you take life a little bit more serious, you know, like getting life insurance, making sure you have enough. If you have grandkids, you want to kind of have everything set up for them. Let them get a little something. Don't forget the church, your relationship with God, you know, and you just kind of try to set things in place, your personal relationship, your education, your finances, your credit. You know, you try to get all of this stuff lined up so that way from this point on in life it just goes smooth. So that's where I am. Um, and I feel good. The decisions that I make in life, I feel good about them regardless if it falls through or not. It's a decision. If it didn't fall through, um, that was a choice that I made as well. It wasn't that, because I'm not a failure. I don't fail at anything that I do. Everything that I do is what I want to do. I just don't carry it out for very long because I kind of get bored with it. Because what I really want to do isn't something that I can just easily step right into, you know. So it takes a lot of work to get there. And then when you're just not used to putting in hard work to get to a certain place, you know, you have your goals and you set your goals around the hard work, meaning whatever you get yourself involved in, you're not going to be in it very long. You're going to enjoy it. So it's like I have a life checklist. Ooh, okay, I did that. I did that. Okay, I did that. Ooh, I did that. Oh, dog it, I forgot I didn't do this. You know, and it just kind of go like that. Um, but somebody asked me, they said, you know, if there's anything in this world that you could do, what would it be? And I thought, the only thing in this world that I want to do is go to Africa. I mean, that's like a soul desire, and that's because God called me, and I know, you know, when you learn more about who you are, your roots and stuff, and those are areas that you want to go and visit, see families, blah, 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 blah. That. So then they say, okay, so then if there's anything in this world to want, what is it that you would want? I said, please. I've had everything. Right now, I'm trying to get rid of a whole bunch of junk. There isn't anything in this world that I so want. As I mean, like I just like I want it. It's nothing that serious. There is nothing. I'm not a materialistic person, and I am highly favored. My father loves me. I get anything I want. So I've had everything that I desired, everything that I need. I have everything I need, everything that I desire. There isn't anything like that. It's just location and region at this point in my life, and then just meeting people. But now, when it comes to relationship, I mean, what woman don't want to have that special person in their life, man in their life, you know, um, that man, that best friend man, that companion, that love, that husband, that friend, that everything in your life. Okay, yeah, I want that, but I'm not desperate for it. I want what God have for me. I don't want yours. I don't want his. Sorry. I don't want anybody else's. I want what belongs to me because I'm a rib and I belong attached to somewhere. You know, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that. But I've been doing a lot of studying on relationship. That's just been a lifetime study. Relationship, the common cores, cause and effect, and then culture. That's been very, 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 very a deep thing for me and to learn, especially when I learned that my grandmother was an African. Well, I mean, we're all Africans, but she was a bona fide African. So when I learned that, and it's like, wow, it kind of blew me. So I was able to go further into that study and learn about her roots because she is who raised me. Learn about her roots, and then so I learned that I am Igbo from the Igbo tribe. Um, I forgot the name of the village that my grandmother is from, and that's awesome because I'm here. I was born here in the States. Anyway, but I never, I always disliked it. My soul was just not here. And, I remember my grandmother calling me Little Africa a couple of times, and it's like, wow, I didn't understand. And then her and I, we traveled a lot and stuff. And my grandmother was an evangelist, so we would go out, and she'd go different places and ministering. And so from looking at different videos and then hanging around Africans and stuff and then the foods and all of that, it's like I've been there before. I've been there before. I seen a video where some kids was coming out of school and this one little girl I started crying. It was a YouTube, African YouTube, and the girls was coming out of school and I just started crying because I remember having that same outfit on and my hair was plaited, as Grandma used to call it. She'd plait my hair, and just stuff like that. And so the values and structures that I have, everybody used to say, you just don't fit in. You seem like you're just not supposed to be here. You don't look right here. Why are you over here? Who are you? And I would get that all the time, because when I was out and I was in the gang world and everything, and I hadn't been around a long time, Jesus saved me. I had very, very good life changes, right? So then I went to, it was an after funeral, and I went, and I just wanted to hang, because I hadn't seen them in so long. And then one of the homies came up to me. He said, you don't even look like you're supposed to be here. And then he just went on and crip walked away. And I'm like, okay. And then after that, I just felt so out of place. I'm like, man, maybe that's why nobody's really talking to me. I thought everybody was just like kicking it outside and I'm inside, where the food was. Yeah, so I ended up leaving, you know. Um, yeah, I ended up leaving. And I felt really bad because even with me leaving, it's like they wasn't like, okay, all right, homie, okay, yeah, it was nice seeing you. It was none of that. It's just like, you out. Yeah, so, but anyway, that was all good. Um, that, so I never really felt a part of the USA, and a lot of the there's no values. It just don't have no values. It just doesn't have any structure, and it's sad because when I see, I told my friends, and they're born and raised in Africa, and I said, you know what? I feel so ashamed because I didn't know it was so much division in Africa. This is what you guys are demonstrating here in the U.S., and that's sad. You see the unity, but then when you just like kind of hanging, then you just like, oh, goodness gracious, y'all fighting like that? Man. Um, it's just, and it's a whole different type of fight too, because they don't be playing. It's like, we going down. Oh, you disrespected me? Ah, it's like, okay. But anyway, with that, so I would always wonder. Okay, it was this one time I said, I'm gonna just let me go down to the drum circle. I hadn't been there in so many years. Let me go down to the drum circle. So then, and it's my brother and Dita. So Dita was playing the drum. I just went to him and I told him, I said, I don't know what it is about you, but I just feel to give you a hug. Of course, he hugged me. Total stranger, beautiful queen coming up, just hugging him. And I give him a hug. And so every time I would go, I would make sure I give him a hug. But then I started hugging everybody. I started hugging everybody. I like to hug. And I just like to greet everybody. So I greet everybody with a hug, and you know, that's just how I did it. So later on, I learned about, who I am, more about myself because it was a long search. So it was more about myself, why I like certain foods and why I do things a certain way, and why do I everywhere I go I'm the one that's standing out. Why? What is it? Me. I need to know more about me. So okay, fine. So now I understand. So then I learned my grandmother was an African, and then she was from the Igbo tribe. Well, then the connection was, uh, Brother Dita, we connected spiritually because he's of the Igbo tribe too. So then it all hit like, wow, that's why. So a lot of my friends like Roxy is from Ghana, and she became a really, really good friend. Um, and I always had a lot of respect for people that was from Africa. I just always had that high respect. They can get anything from me, but of course I grew and learned other things. So um, with all that said, that's just part of my the destiny that I have, as far as the region and moving around and touching base. I mean, how could you know, just straight up, not only that you're African or you mix with African. I don't do the African American thing, okay? I am African, and that's just it. I don't do the black thing. So, no, I am not black. Excuse me, I am not black, but I have seen some black Africans, and I mean, that black is beautiful. Oh my God. But I'm not black. I'm just African. So that's what I like to be greeted as. Don't call me no, oh yeah, you're black queen. No, I'm not. You need to get that straight because you put me up against something. So now what you're doing is calling me out of my name, and then you get mad. So what? You're not saying the nigger word, but it's all the same. Anyway, um, because don't recognize me by no color. You recognize me by my culture. Okay. So anyway, I've been doing a lot of studying my locks. You got to love your locks. You got to love your locks. You got to love your locks. And I love my locks. So anyway, that now I have some friends, and I was in a relationship and everything, but I've never been so happy at this age. Whatever it is that's actually going on in your life, as far as your personal life, and you have to learn to find yourself before you can do anything else, get involved in anything else. And that's what I've done. I've found myself. I know who I am, and I'm not lost anymore. I'm not just out there. I don't have that search. So now the only thing I want to do is touch bases and touch grounds, and connect with what I already know and what I've learned about me. So yes, I am African. I'm Nigerian, the Igbo tribe. But I have more Yoruban friends, Nigerian, Yoruba. Um, I have more of those friends than Igbos, but that's okay. I have my brother Dida, you know, and everything, and I really love him. I really love him like my blood brother. I truly do. Yeah, he just had a baby, a little boy, handsome little boy, my nephew. Maybe one day I'll get a chance to watch him. um, anyway, that. So, I have, I don't know if I want to get into like, you know, that, talking about relationships and stuff like that. Another study that I've been doing lately is like feelings, because we have these emotions, we have these different feelings, we have the feelings that come from our spirit, feelings from our soul. That's that part where just cry, that deep cry. That's that feeling that's coming from our soul. The feelings from our spirit when we just like wishy-washy, because the spirit go either way, whichever way the wind blow. And then we have the feelings coming from the flesh, which can cause violence, physical and stuff. And so I was wondering about the different feelings, and what triggers certain feelings. We know that it's different spirits. We know it's different demons. We know all of that. But what is it that the enemy used to trigger a certain feeling to make you go off left field, or to get out of your character, and to behave a certain way, whether it be a sensuous behavior, or just crazy, or just or whatever, happy, joyful. And how is it that we can feel really excited about something 1 minute, and then the next 20, 30 minutes we're just like down, like, man, it seems like after we give our testimony, or of goodness, and we, speaking about our faith, that's where the attack come. And then it's like everything I said, it was just a waste of time, all that mess. But anyway, that. So I'm just sitting up, and just the children are sleeping. I'm done praying. I'm done reading my Bible. I'm done scrolling the phone. I'm done on Facebook and Messenger. I'm done doing everything. And I just said, let me go on and just do me a quick little video, post it. I'm 56. That's so cute. um, anyway, so look, at this time in my life, I'm not focusing on trying to get in a relationship, because, I'm spoiled. I am spoiled. So anybody that try to come and before me, you have to know how to deal with me. You have to know how to love me. You have to be a genuine, because I can see your spirit. So you have to learn how to be truly genuine with me, and you have to be able to take care of me. I'm traditional. I'm not about a woman taking care of a man. No, we're there to support and to be the backbone and to help you rest, to help you relax, and relieve you of lots of pressures and stuff like that. We're receivers, you're givers and stuff. So this is my position. I know who I am. I am 100% woman, baby. That's what makes me stand as a queen. And in order for that, and for me to be very content in who I am, I know me. So I can't have just no anybody coming into my life thinking, they're gonna thinking they can just be whatever they want to be in my life. No, it don't work like that. You're gonna be what I want you to be, or just move on. So it's not one of those situations where I'm cocky, like it's my way or the highway. No, it's gonna be our way, and if it can't be our way, where you loving me genuinely and caring for me, and of course you getting the same in return, because I'm a real woman, and I conduct myself as such because I know who I am, I know what I'm designed for, and I'm designed for a man. I'm designed to receive and to comfort. Take that and put that in your shoes. Besides, I could use me some Louis Vuitton red heels.